Hey, what's going on, everybody? Keither.B of the Keither.B podcast. And with me in studio today, well, not in studio, but on microphone, I have Mr. Scott. What's going on, Mr. Scott?
What's going on, Mr. Keither? It's good to be
Hey,
with you guys.
hey, thanks for joining me for this song reaction. Today, we're going to be doing a song reaction of Teddy Swims. And I sent you were unfamiliar with Teddy Swims before today, correct?
That is correct. Never heard of the guy.
Yeah, and I sent you some homework to do, and you probably did some research for hopefully at least an hour, and you have some insight on this song that we're going to do. Today, we're going to be doing Teddy Swims, a reaction to a song called Guilty.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, now, Scott, do you have any stats on the video that we're about to do today?
Yeah, I looked up the video.
Mhm.
It looks like he's got about 4.9 million subscribers to his channel. This song has about 1.5 million views,
Oh,
and it looks like it was premiered January 23rd, about 5 days ago.
5 days ago, and he's already got 1.5 million views. Now, I'd say that's some goals to get YouTube views, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hey, and you know what? Without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the song and get on to our reaction. I'd like to remind everybody that we are going to be pausing it and giving a little insight. If you came to watch the full video without interruptions, you came to the wrong place because we are going to react to this right now. But we will have a link to the original song to where you can watch the song in its entirety without our interjections. Without
All
further
right.
ado, here we go. Looks like a bar setting, jukebox, bartender.
Of having only eyes for you, of letting you turn my crimson skies blue. Ooh, of hating you're somebody new, of getting hella jealous of the ground that's under you.
Let me go ahead and stop it right there, Mr. Scott. So just right off the bat, this is a guy at the bar drinking. He's got some regret because it started off with the lyrics of only having eyes for you, of letting you turn my crimson sky blue, of hating your somebody new, of getting hella jealous of the ground that is underneath you. This
Okay.
is a yeah,
So it sounds like at some point, I don't know how long they've been together, but at some point she kind of kicked him to the curb, I guess if you can say, and then like found somebody new, and
exactly.
he took it pretty rough.
He took it rough. What? Hey, we'll see if we get into like if it's his fault, her fault. But as of right now, this is a man who has a lot of regret and is kind of hating life right now. So,
Yeah,
and away we go.
singing the blues.
Going way too high, but trying to call you while I'm storming out the bars. Going way across the line of needing you at the end of every night. I'm guilty, baby. I'm guilty.
Okay, so at the end of that, the first part it says of trying to call you while I'm storming out the bar. So
Mm,
storming out the bar, like he's trying, like, is he mad? Is he drunk? Is he stumbling? And then of going way across the line of needing you at the end of every night. So he's not with her, but he's needing her at the end of every night. And he's saying he crosses the line every night.
yeah.
Means he's doing something stupid, right?
Yeah, what could happen is too is what was part of the problem in the relationship. It could be that he was just too much of a big drinker, you know?
Well, I mean that's a good assumption to say because here's the setting. At the intro of the video, he's at a bar, sitting at a bar,
Yeah.
saying the words that he's saying.
And he's probably calling her up when he's storming out the bar and just kind of saying nonsensical stuff, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And away we go. Yeah, right there. If a bleeding heart is a crime, it means his heart is hurting. His heart is hurting so much it's bleeding.
Yeah.
And if having a bleeding heart is a crime, then he's guilty.
He's
If
guilty.
loving you means I'm serving time, if I'm
Guilty.
serving, if it means I'm serving life. Wait, if having a bleeding heart is a crime, if loving you means I'm serving life, I'm guilty. Yeah.
Guilty as charged.
Guilty as charged. Okay, I like to bring note to the video right now. The bartender is now, it appears to be a shrink, and he's on the couch telling him his problems. And a
Yeah.
lot of times when you're at a bar and you're getting drunk and the bar's not crowded, you tell your life story to the bartender. So that's what I'm getting from the video right now.
Right. And to go back to the beginning of the video,
Yeah.
remember when the bartender was giving him his beer, it was actually in the form of a potion. Remember that?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we should. No, I'm not going to go back to that because we're already at this point. Kind of like he was a witch doctor. You bartenders are a witch doctor.
Uh-huh.
All right, here we go. So yeah, of using the medicine as a crutch on the nights when the voices in my head won't shut up. Yeah, so when he's at that point, now the bartender is basically a psychology doctor. Because and that's a good bartender will recognize somebody who's going through something and actually try to say the right words that's not
Yeah.
going to make his personal situation any worse.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
being a bartender has a lot of benefits because not only are you a bartender making money, but you also get to play therapist.
Well, not. I don't know if that's a fun thing, but you can make a difference on somebody's life as a bartender. I mean, plain
that's
and
what I
simple.
mean. You know,
Plain and simple.
you can be a good therapist or a bad therapist.
Yeah. Okay, it said, if having a bleeding heart is a crime, if loving you means serving time, I'm guilty. But before that, it says, on the nights when the voices in my head won't shut up, of going way too far, of driving by your place and counting up the cars. That means he's getting drunk, leaving the bars, going by her place, seeing what car's there, if she has, another guy over.
Signs and indications that he's not over her.
Yeah, of going way across the line of needing you at the end of the night. That means if you need her so bad at the end of the night of a drunken stupor, he's admitting he goes way across the line, which means dude needs a restraining order.
Yeah, it does, because just at the thought of her with another man is driving him crazy.
Yeah. Now, so far we're the story here doesn't conclude to where if he was the problem or if she was just not into him. So I don't think the song is going to play towards whose fault it is for this breakup. All we know is we have a man who is not really dealing too well with the breakup.
Right. He's admitting that he's gone too far on some things, and he's admitting that, yes, I am guilty of loving you like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm guilty of loving you like a psychopath.
Yeah, I probably did psychopathic things. I'm sorry. It's probably the beer,
Yeah, and you know what? We're laughing right now, but some guys are in that state of mind, and it's not a laughing matter actually.
So that's true. But when it's in a song, it's a laughing matter.
Yeah. Well, I think we're pretty much hitting the nails on the head right now. So
yeah.
Well, let's continue. So just right there, how bad I need you ain't enough words to say.
Hmm. You know what I want to know?
Go
You know
ahead.
what I want to know that the song didn't really tell us? Like, how long were they together?
Yeah, a little bit more context of like the relationship would have been good.
Yeah, because if they were in a long-term relationship, like several years, 6, 7, 8, 10 years or more, and then she kicked him to the curb, I'd understand his bleeding heart. But if it was just kind of like a quick thing, a passing flame,
Yeah, yeah, that would be nice information to know if we're really gonna beat down this reaction. If we're gonna treat this video as reality, we
if
wanna
we're
know
going to be the
details.
proper therapist that we are,
Let's hit it.
Are we really over? Or just on a different page?
And there goes the question, is it really over, or are we just on a different page right now?
something a stalker would say.
Well, somebody who's not really accepting
Yeah,
that it's over, she's moved on. Because at the beginning of the song, he says, or he's guilty of hating you're somebody new, you know?
yeah. I mean, in my past relationship, I had an interaction to where I didn't want to let go when somebody wanted to let me go. And so I kind of understand that, it's like your heart's in, it's like, I love you. I thought, this was supposed to work. But what I learned is that when somebody wants to let you go, you have to let them go. Don't fight it.
Yeah, yeah. There's no holding them hostage, you know?
No holding them hostage. That's right.
You
Just let
know,
them go.
yeah,
Take your broken heart and get
it
over it.
it's kinda like that old saying that, if it was meant to be, let them go, and then, I think it rhymes or something, but
Yeah. If it's meant to be, it'll be.
yeah, if it's meant to be, it'll come
It'll
back.
be.
I'm guilty, baby. I'm guilty, baby. Having a bleeding heart is a crime. Loving you means I'm serving life. I'm guilty, baby.
Hmm.
Look at that bartender, it's kinda like he's egging it on. "Yes, get more drunk."
Yeah, he looks guilty.
But man, so that's how the song ends, like, the final 2 lines were, "If having a bleeding heart is a crime, if loving you means I'm serving life, I'm guilty."
Hmm.
And from the lyrics, she's moved on because it says, he's guilty of hating you're somebody new. So
Yeah.
he's still in love with her even though she's already moved on. So
Yeah.
and that's pretty much part of the turmoil of let me go back to the screen. That's part of the turmoil of somebody who's like in a probably an up and down relationship. A lot of people
Yeah.
say, "Hey, you're probably good being broken up," or "I can't see how you guys are together." But there's a whole lot of tug of war
Yeah.
and in your heartstrings, like whether you should let go. Do you love her? Do you don't love her? You know, and like you said, we don't know what went on. Like if this was a real situation, we don't know a lot of the dynamics of how long they've been together, whose fault it was, who's
Yeah,
the
that's true.
player, him or her.
I got 2 perspectives on it, like, it could
Okay.
have been that he was a big drinker and that was a problem, or it could have been that he only started drinking once it was over, you know?
Well, a good indication, like you just pointed out, would be like the whole setting of the video. He's at a bar, you know.
Right.
He's
But
at a
but it
bar.
but but is it just starting that way, he's at a bar because it's just going into, like, hey, it's over and, he
Well, from my experience, if a bad breakup, you don't your first choice isn't to go to a bar. I think you only go to a bar on a bad breakup if things are going bad in your life. Only if drinking is already a part of your life.
Oh, okay,
So I
yeah.
don't think, oh, breakup. Oh, I think I have to go do alcohol. No, I think alcohol is already a part of the life. So I good point.
Okay.
Good point. I think alcohol might have been a problem. If we were to guess, you
Yeah,
know.
we're just guessing. Well,
Wow.
I mean, in a nutshell, he was a man in love. At
Yeah.
some point, she found someone new. He wasn't ready to let go.
Yeah. And I like to think she found somebody new after the breakup, right?
Or maybe she already had someone in
Because
mind.
now that brings up a whole nother dynamic. Did she find somebody new while they're in a relationship and she says, "Hey, it's not working out," and then did was she cheating on him with somebody new and then broke up?
That's what I'm guessing.
And then
I think she had somebody before they broke up.
there's so many directions we can go with this.
So many scenarios. Yeah.
But all I know is I like to bring some attention to just what a phenomenal artist Teddy Swims is. I'm
Yeah.
a fan of his music. I'm a fan of the way his voice looks. I'm a fan of how he looks. I think he's just a total G in the game now. I knew when I first saw him doing song covers years ago on YouTube, I just knew this guy was going some places. And then here we are watching videos that he posted 5 days ago, 1.5 million views.
Yeah, he's going places all right, and it's straight to the bank.
Yeah, he's up for a Grammy, as well.
And for
So yeah,
Grammys.
he has every bit of the phrase. He's made it, so
He's made it. I hope he enjoys all that wealth.
yeah. And you know what, Mr. Scott, thanks for being with me thanks for coming along for the ride for this reaction. You definitely enhanced the reaction with your input. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming, buddy.
Did I enjoy myself? Guilty.
Hey, everybody, if you guys like the reaction, don't forget to like the video. And hey, hook me up with a subscription to my channel. It just helps us out. So everything helps. Thanks, everybody, and have a good night. We'll see you on the next song reaction or interview. Who knows what it's going to be.
Take it easy.
All right. Thanks, Scott.